Dis-moi la transition entre natural flooring and Global Island Girl.
Okay, so the naturally flowing, I felt that I needed to express myself through writing and what was going on in my life, especially in my travel. But so I thought blogging would be a good start. So I started it, wrote like 2 blogs introducing it, and then after that I kind of let it go because it was senior year, I was busy, I had too much going on.
Ouais, donc t'étais pas encore partie en fait.
No.
Voilà, bon, ça n'a rien à voir en fait.
No.
Pas vraiment.
But I started it again when I started my year. So you're right about that.
D'accord, ouais.
Because I was like, okay, like I need to share about this trip. It's like crazy. So in the Canary Islands, I was writing a couple of blogs. I think you followed it. Like I was sharing my first week in the Canary Islands.
T'avais fait un article sur quand les gens touchent à tes cheveux.
Yes, quand les gens touchent à mes cheveux. Yes, it was titled "Being Black, Tall, in a Non-Black Country." Yeah, and they kept touching my hair. So, yeah. So then I stopped writing in it after I recovered from the robbery in Mayotte. I wrote like 1 article sharing how I was coping with the trauma of that event. And then I stopped writing in it, and I did like a whole transition, not writing anything. But then I started working on like my brand and what I wanted to do after this year of traveling. And I was like, okay, like what do I want? What would be a name that really encompasses what I want? And my friends kept sharing like, oh, but you're like the island girl. Every time I think of Flo, I think about the island girl. I was like, yes, but that's not enough. Island girl is not enough to describe me. Because I have this global element to me, and like I'm all over the world. I'm not just in one island. I'm in all the islands. So I was like, okay, global island girl, that makes sense.
Ouais. Donc du coup, c'est qui Global Island Girl? Puisqu'elle a des épaules différentes vraiment de natural flooring, mais c'est quelqu'un d'autre?
Wow, that's a deep question.
Deep questions. That's what we want.
Global Island Girl is so much more confident, strong, sure of where she's going, what she does.
Cool.
She's diverse, like multifaceted. She does coaching. She does creative services.
Digital health.
She does, exactly. Yeah. She does
the retreat.
She does retreats, live events in islands. So Global Island Girl it's more accurate with who I am now.
Okay, d'accord.
I think the naturally flowing worked back in the days, but it doesn't work anymore. So I erased it.
Ok, donc du coup, c'est Global Island Girls qu'on a follow dans ton tour du monde. Ok. It was natural flooring further. I feel like it was more Global Island Girl than natural.
It was the making of Global Island.
Oh, that's deep too.
That's deep too.
Ouais. Ok.
It was the making of Global Island Girl. Yeah. Okay. You witnessed the making of it.
D'accord.
Yeah.
Bon, alors parle-moi déjà, on va aller dans le sujet.
Ok.
Les îles. Comment c'était? La nature. On va un peu refaire le global view of it.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go deeper into it.
Okay.
How was it?
Whew. If we're talking about nature,
yeah. You can't talk about the nature, but I want to know more about
everything. Okay, well let's start with nature. Nature in islands is just so inspiring.
True.
I think I discovered a whole new layer to it because I love my island. Like Martinique is in my heart. I think it's so beautiful. But I realized how beautiful and unique it is to go into an island just because of this isolation element, right?
True.
And then also the difference in all the islands that I went to. Like in Reunion Island, that's where it was the most beautiful nature-wise.
Nature-wise,
yeah.
Like
just like the mountains, the waterfalls.
D'accord.
And then every island had a different energy. So if we're talking about all of them.
Okay, we're talking about nature.
Yeah.
Morea.
Yeah.
C'était joli ça aussi.
The blue.
Oh my god.
For the green, it's Reunion Island. For the blue, it's Morea.
Ouais.
Yeah.
Et alors, New Caledonia, c'est quoi?
New Caledonia is spirit.
Okay.
Yeah. Spirit. Okay. Deep ancestral knowledge, culture, spirituality, and deep connections.
Ok, donc tu as fait, on va dire, à peu près 2 mois un mois et demi sur chaque île.
Well, in each country, I did
country, where?
Each country I did 2.5 to 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
By yourself?
Yeah, the whole thing was by myself.
By yourself, yeah. No family member. Well, you got a vacation, but
yeah,
that count.
Yeah, vacation. It was necessary though.
Ouais,
to see both my boyfriend and my mom and my little sister because that happened right the month after.
Mayotte.
After Mayotte. Okay. We're gonna talk about Mayotte. But yeah, that was necessary.
Okay.
If I didn't have that, I'm not sure if I would have continued my trip.
Sérieux?
Yeah.
Juste après Mayotte, tu serais parti. Tu aurais arrêté carrément.
I don't know, but I do know that thinking about the fact that Matthias was coming very soon, and then I would see my mom very soon.
Ouais, helped you
that was like,
go forward.
Okay. Yeah.
D'ailleurs, c'est Mayotte. Tu peux parler tout de suite? Et ensuite, on le fout de côté?
Ouais, parlons de Mayotte. Let's talk about Mayotte.
Je veux juste savoir.
No, let's talk about it. I love talking about Mayotte.
Okay, so, cause de toute façon, tu nous l'as dit sur les réseaux sociaux, sur ton Instagram, que c'était un moment assez rough. First of all, that's stupid for them to do that. I think so. And how were you able to like overcome all that? Because my question about it is, I know you had a rough time. You told us about that, and then after that, it was the I don't know how to say it, but like you being the flower that you needed to. Tu vois, ça t'a aidé à flower. There you go.
Thank you for sharing that with me. That's how you saw it.
I think I'm not the only one.
Huh.
Because after that, I remember you called me.
Yeah.
You told me about it, so I think I know more than the followers.
Yeah.
And after that, it was just, hey.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm free. I'm still shining. Everything.
You. So
how was that? How was?
Oh wow.
On peut couper tout ça.
No. It's good. I love that you say that because like with my yacht, I received the message that night. Like after I got robbed, went back. I was at the police station dealing with everything that was happening.
What?
Then my host mom, Mama Jo, came to pick me up. I cried in her arms. I was just like, what the hell just happened to me? Then I went home and I was just like in a state of like, I don't even know what to do.
Wait, okay, hold on. We gotta say though, what's going on.
Yeah.
You got robbed.
I got robbed
in
a forest by 2 men armed with machetes that were ready to chop me.
And you were with 2 friends?
2 friends that I just met that day that invited me to go to the beach with them that day.
That's crazy, okay.
Yeah.
But you didn't answer my question yet though. How was it to overcome that?
I was about to get to it because what you shared about me flowering and like blossoming and shining after that, that came from that night where it was the full moon, like the super moon that we had January 31st. And I was okay.
That's when I started burning my nose.
Exactly.
Hey.
So many things happened around that time. So many people had different things happening. Cool. For me, it was that. And I meditated that night. I was like, I need to do something to try and release everything that's happening. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to sit with it. And I, believe it or not, I received this message, and I think it was from God, the universe, whatever, saying to me very clearly, like, I found myself saying this out loud. No matter what the darkness that surrounds me and everything that I just witnessed that was so dark, my mission is to keep shining my light. That's what I heard and what I expressed, and it was super clear. Like your mission to transcend the darkness, keep shining your light.
What?
And I didn't know what that meant. I just said it, and then I started continuing living my life. But that's something that I come back to often because I realized that I do have. Even before that event, I do have like this light that I love to share with people and bring to people. I bring joy often, right?
I agree.
But then I needed to take that to a whole new level.
Okay.
And that's when things, and that's the thing that reassures me when things start to fall out. I just go back to that moment when I heard that.
Good.
Yeah.
You did it well?
I think so. I think I'm doing pretty well.
Okay. No, you are.
Thank you.
T'as commencé ton voyage je sais même plus moi, désolé.
Le 10 septembre 2017.
C'était quelle île de la première île?
The Canary Islands, Gran Canaria. They have 7 islands there, but I went to Gran Canaria.
Okay, so you go there by yourself. How is it to find a place to stay, right? Because I don't know how was that arranged?
The whole year it was arranged in different ways, but for that one it was first Airbnb because I'm a big advertiser for Airbnb. I love them.
Nice.
But then I found an Airbnb for a week, and then a girl who was friends with my host had a hostel. Her name is Chloe. She was one of my best friends in the Canary Islands. Shout out to Chloe. And she hosted me there in the hostel. So I was staying there. It was my first time staying in the youth hostel, sleeping with other people around me.
Okay, so wait, c'est comme un dortoir, genre?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, I can't do that. I was like, I slept with some dudes around me. Like,
carrément.
Yeah, it was mixed.
Wait. Okay,
Yeah.
d'accord. Okay.
I was really scared, but it turned out that they just go to their rooms to sleep, like regular people.
D'accord. Good. Yeah. So I know you mentioned the fact that the woman really helped you.
Yeah.
Not just Chloe, but I remember a blog post where you talked about how important it was to have women that help you, like motherly kind of.
Yeah.
And who was it? Name one of them and
I can't just name one of them. Okay, I'll name one. Okay. First of all, my trip was blessed with women all over. In all of my trips, I had like at least one woman that showed up for me and like took care of me in the way that only a woman can do. Like I either had like sister figures or like mother figures or grandmother. So I'll talk about my grandmother figure.
Okay.
Ma lune. Yeah. Wa Marius.
D'accord.
And Wa is like how people call grandmas in New Caledonia.
Okay.
And she's a Kanak woman, and actually I'm gonna speak in French for that. So I want her to see this. Okay. Wa Marius. Elle m'a accueillie grâce à une amie, à la femme d'un ami à ma grand-tante. Bref.
Okay.
Je l'ai rencontrée le deuxième jour, j'étais là.
Okay.
Et avant qu'elle me rencontre, cette femme avait déjà commencé à activer tout son réseau sur la Nouvelle-Calédonie pour m'aider avec mon projet. Sans me rencontrer. Elle avait déjà commencé à m'aider. Et quand je me suis assise à côté d'elle, que j'ai commencé à l'écouter, j'étais tellement admirative et elle a une espèce de force. Elle se bat depuis des années pour les droits des Kanaks, pour qu'ils puissent récupérer leurs terres et la justice, etc. Et j'ai eu des conversations avec cette femme qui m'ont changé la vie. Enfin, juste sa force et l'amour qu'elle a pour les autres, l'amour qu'elle a pour son peuple.
Je peux demander
l'amour qu'elle a eu pour moi.
D'accord.
Alors qu'elle ne me connaissait pas. Mais je suis partie de Calédonie, j'étais en larmes tellement j'étais triste de ce qui s'est passé.
Tu la rencontreras un jour peut-être? Encore?
Oui, mais non, il faut que j'y retourne. Je lui ai dit que je reviens. Ou à Marilus, je reviens te voir.
Alors, pour pas genre, dénigrer les mères américaines qu'on a eues. But what do you think was different? You know, because obviously I think it's a part of the island spirit that those women are able to like take care of us, even though we're not children. Maybe there's nothing, but
I think the money element was what ruined it for us sometimes. I feel like there was no money element in any of the exchanges that I had with these women.
Wait, so how is that a problem?
I feel like they were helping me and they were showing me love just to show me love. It was coming from a genuine sense.
Natural.
It was not forced in any way. It was not motivated by anything to return.
True. Okay, yes.
It was just like, wow, like you doing this. I think this is cool. I want to help you. I want to give you what I can.
Yeah. Important is it to help people find their life, because I know that a lot of people they need that in their life to be able to create, because they're so great. We see it, but they don't know how to do it.
I feel like my personal belief is like everyone has this unique light and this unique thing that we're able to bring into our world.
Yeah, I agree too.
And when we're being trapped in society and the ways that we are forced to think and the ways that we are forced to behave, we're basically wasting this life.
Yeah, we are.
And I feel like if every single human on earth was actually using their unique gifts and unique talent and unique purpose, our world would be so different.
Alors, pendant ces 4 mois, non, pas pardon, c'est 4 destinations, mais je parle, quand je dis 4 destinations, je te parle des major islands. Il y a eu un moment qui m'a aussi fait rire, qui m'a dit, oh, okay, Fufu is doing her shit. C'est quand tu étais dans le vanilla.
Oh my god!
Vanilla, comment tu appelles ça? Un champ?
Un champ de vanille.
Yeah. Et que ça t'a aussi marqué, hein? Ça t'a beaucoup marqué ce champ de vanille.
Honestly, Mayotte was just. Everything I did there was just like.
Ouais.
Yeah, so basically, je ne suis pas quelqu'un de la campagne, même si j'habite à la campagne.
Ouais.
Mais mon père pourra même te dire que je ne vais jamais dans le jardin.
Ouais.
Je n'allais jamais dans le jardin, maintenant j'y vais. Et ma copine Angelica voulait absolument m'emmener dans son champ de vanille. Et moi aussi je voulais le faire, même si je savais que j'allais galérer.
Ouais, but you did it.
Et je suis allée le matin, je me suis réveillée, j'ai vu qu'il pleuvait. J'ai voulu annuler de toutes mes forces. Elle m'appelle, elle me dit alors c'est bon, j'arrive, machin. Je fais ok, on y va. Et j'ai failli crever. Je me suis fait brûler par des plantes. Je suis tombée. Je suis tombée peut-être une dizaine de fois. On descendait comme ça.
Oh.
Il pleuvait.
Ouais.
C'était la galère. Et à un moment, tu sais ce qui m'a fait rire en ce moment-là? À un moment, je me filmais avec ma GoPro et j'étais vraiment en mode déprimée. Je me suis dit, mais qu'est-ce que je fous là, quoi? Quelle idée de venir là?
Ouais, ouais. Mais
après, j'ai commencé à réaliser que je me filmais en train de chialer devant la caméra. Et après, j'ai fait, mais.
Ouais.
That's really funny. Like, c'est drôle ça. Et j'ai commencé à éclater de rire. Après, j'ai commencé à m'amuser, j'ai commencé à chanter. Et tout de suite, ça a changé
tu vois, on aurait dit que dans ce Vanilla Park, Vanilla Field, il y a eu 2 different moods qu'on a vu tout de suite.
Yes, yeah, you saw that in the video. That's why I wanted to share.
Moi, je le vois, donc I can only imagine what you feel.
Yeah, it was just like, I realized in that moment, like, your reaction to every situation is dependent on you. So you can either be like, oh my god, why did I choose to come here today? Like, I suck at this, like, I want to go home. Or you can be like, this is hilarious. I'm really not good at this, but I'm gonna have fun with it. Like, I'm gonna laugh, I'm gonna sing. You know, it was just like.
Et en plus, excuse-moi, mais t'étais dans un champ de vanille. Moi, je suis jamais dans un champ de vanille, j'aurais bien aimé. C'était quoi l'odeur? Ça serait bon?
Non, ça sentait pas bon parce que c'était pas encore prêt en fait. Donc, je voyais juste les gousses de vanille vertes en fait. Dans le truc et c'était entouré ça allait autour d'un arbre.
Ok.
Ouais.
Oh, cool.
That was cool.
Ouais.
I was happy when I saw that. Yeah. But yeah, my friend, I wasn't really useful for her. So she just, I was terrible.
Mais ça a dû lui faire plaisir que tu.
Yeah, I think so.
Voir ce champ.
Yeah. And I think she was probably like, wow, like you really are not from any kind of rural area.
Yeah.
Like, at least I did it. Like, I was proud of myself for doing it. Yeah.
Good. T'as autre chose à dire sur la Mayotte?
Yes.
Mayotte sur Mayotte, pardon.
I'm very grateful to the people that grow our food.
Ah oui, je me souviens. Ah ouais?
I realized I have so much respect for them.
How's the vegan life? How was the vegan life out there?
The vegan life was not a thing out there.
Oh, what?
No.
It was easy though, right?
Not really, because they had a lot of starchy vegetables everywhere that I went. So I would have gained like 30, 40 pounds if I ate only vegan. So then I just ate fish. I was pescatarian.
Okay, that's not bad. That's better than
I don't think it's bad, and honestly, I love fish.
What?
Right now, I want to get back to being vegan. But if someone proposes fish to me, I have a very hard time saying no because I love it.
What's your favorite fish?
My favorite fish? Le poisson au coco.
Au coco, mais tout au coco quoi.
Everything.
Faut que j'y aille, j'adore le coco.
Ouais. Le poisson au coco de Tahiti, de la Polynésie.
Oh.
Ça c'était bon. Et puis aussi le poisson de Mamajo. À Mayotte.
Mamajo. Ok.
Yeah, fried fish.
T'as découvert de nouveaux fruits?
Yeah, I did. À La Réunion, un fruit qui a un goût d'eau de rose.
Je suis pas trop familière de l'odeur de la rose. Oh, d'une plante rose?
Ça a un goût de rose. Ça a un goût de rose. Okay. Et ça s'appelle jam rose. Jam rosa ou je sais pas quoi. Okay. Super bon. Quand j'ai découvert ça, j'en ai mangé mais un paquet avec ma copine Christine. Et après ça, le lendemain, j'avais mal au ventre parce que non seulement j'avais mangé tout un paquet de fruits, donc beaucoup de fibres, ça fait aller aux toilettes. Et ensuite, j'avais aussi mangé une brioche au géranium. C'est une spécialité de la Réunion, ça.
Ouais.
Super bon, super sucré.
Tu m'as dit.
J'étais pas bien après. J'étais pas bien. Et je partais à Mayotte en plus.
Tu penses que les fruits sont meilleurs là-bas ou
à La Réunion
ou aux Antilles? Surtout toi qui a de bonnes mangues.
I don't think it's... I think our mangoes are best.
Mangoes, ok.
J'ai aussi goûté un truc la dernière fois à Tahiti, ça s'appelle la pomme étoile, ou pomme étoilée, je sais pas.
Ouais, c'est pas... Ah ouais.
C'est rond comme ça, c'est violet, tout autour. Et quand tu ouvres, ça fait une étoile. Et la chair est un peu blanche, violet. Et ça, c'est super bon. C'est un peu un goût de kaimit ou litchi, ou je sais pas quoi.
D'accord.
Interesting stuff.
La Réunion et Mayotte, was it the most challenging islands?
Reunion was just my recovery.
Ouais.
C'est là-bas que j'ai passé un mois à La Réunion où je faisais rien, j'étais devant la télé. Parce qu'à chaque fois que je sortais, j'étais pas bien. Et Mayotte, c'était le plus challenging. Ouais, 100%. Parce que depuis le début, ça m'a poussé de ma première arrivée à Mayotte, j'ai galéré comme pas possible pour pouvoir trouver un logement. Parce que mon pote pouvait pas. Mon pote avait sa famille qui accouchait.
Ok.
Shout out. Petit coucou à ma nièce Ilang que j'ai vu naître.
Oh oui, le petit bébé là. Oh, trop chou.
Oh. J'ai so cute.
Ouais.
Ilang.
Ouais.
So he and I c'est pas. So yeah, since the beginning, Mayotte was terrible.
Est-ce que
it was terrible but good. It
Ouais.
challenged me, it stretched me.
It challenged you. It made you grow, right?
Yeah.
So in a way, you gotta be thankful for those things.
I'm super grateful. I don't regret any of it.
Ouais.
Any of the terrible things that happened in Mayotte. I'm grateful for all of them.
Ok.
Yeah. I needed that trigger.
Ouais.
Yeah. Because I was very innocent when I left. And for example, like when it comes to violence, I had never been a victim to violence.
Yeah.
I had never, or like physical violence, other type of violence, maybe a little bit, but like physical, direct violence, the type of violence that's created because someone is in such misery that they would dare to like attack someone else and cause them harm. Like I had never seen that. I knew it existed, but I never witnessed it.
So it was very, very brand new.
Yeah, that was brand new. And also I feel like now I can relate a lot more to people that have gone through trauma.
Ouais.
Because I had never gone through trauma and now I do, so I understand a little bit more. And in my work as a coach, where I work often with people that have trauma, then that
you have to be able to bounce back.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it's not easy, but like that's what that's one other thing that I learned from that event, like learning how to deal with emotions and giving yourself space to feel how you feel. After Mayotte was like when I actually started being radically honest with how I feel all the time, and when I started being open with my family to tell them, like when they're like, hey, how are you, and I don't feel good, I'm like, I feel like shit today, that's it.
Ouais.
Like, and like being able to express those emotions,
yes,
because I was justified because I had gone through trauma.
Yeah.
But even though now, like I still have the trauma, but it's not as present. But if I feel bad today, I will have no hesitation saying that to someone.
Ouais.
And the rest of the population, most people, 90%, have a hard time expressing when they're not feeling good because society tells you no, like
you shouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
cry,
you should have to
like,
be good
all
the time. But that's not true. Like.
Ok, tu penses que ce voyage-là, ben, enfin, tu penses pas, oui, bien sûr, ça t'a fait grandir dans cet aspect de pouvoir share things and
be honest.
Real, 100% real.
Yeah.
With yourself, those people, you.
Yeah, because I feel like I got to set my own rules for 12 months of how I chose to behave, what I did, what I didn't do, and all of that. So like, even though society's standards were still there, I got to make every choice. So like, especially when I approach people for my research on like identity and stuff, I had to be real with them.
Ouais.
Because I wanted them to be real with me. So yeah, absolutely.
That's a skill that you develop.
Yeah,
you can't,
for sure.
You don't have that like
for
that.
Sure.
I mean, yeah. I don't think people to share, but not even with the word, but with close people, close friends.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's a human aspect that I like, but everybody can do it. I used to not doing it. I do it to some people.
Yeah. Because it's hard because we have so many things in our head about like what are people gonna think or what are gonna be their reactions.
Of course.
Because I kept thinking like, what if I tell my parents I'm not feeling good, like they're gonna worry, like I'm gonna cause them to worry and have pain and all that, and I'm like, but like that's part of life. and it's not my job to deal with their emotions. I have to deal with my emotions, and then they have to deal with their emotions. You know, it's like I feel like everybody grows when we do that.
True.
We invite more honesty.
You mentioned a lot that you're not a tourist.
No, I'm
not a tourist.
I am not a tourist.
You're a world explorer.
I am.
And you are cultural immersion seeker.
Yes.
How that helped you? How is that? Because that's different than being a tourist.
I'm not a tourist, no. Because like when I go, I like world explorers so much better because I'm there to explore and to dive deep into whatever setting I am in. And I'm not here to like watch things. I'm an active participant, and I want to like immerse myself. I want to come out of any place feeling like I know it, even though I won't know it as much as people that have lived there for 20 years. But I still feel like I know it, and I get to experience its essence and its spirit. If I can say.
Non, je comprends pas personnellement puisque I mean I didn't do that work trip, but I can kind of imagine how you will feel. Une question que j'évite là, qui m'intéresse beaucoup, c'est les descendants africains. How is it different from our islands? On a eu un petit débat sur ça tout à l'heure, mais finalement, I think we're the same. How was it the descendants africains? Est-ce que tu as kind of dipped into that?
Yeah, I actually look at Reunion was very surprising because I feel like when you think about Reunion, I don't know if that's your impression, but I always thought of people that were very mixed and not very African. You know when you think about
no, keep going. I'm not even gonna say what I think.
Yeah, what do you think? No, share.
Okay.
No. Okay. Well, when I think about them, I don't really think Africa, even though they're so close to the African continent. But when I got there, I got to discover another facet of it, and like how oftentimes Afro-descendant Reunionese people are kind of erased from the story and like not really put at the forefront, and that's a whole other debate. But I got to discover the culture that came from Africa in there, and like for example, their traditional dance, Maloya.
My sister, shout out to Emily. Shout out my sister. Emily, elle adore comment tu dis?
Maloya.
Maloya, ouais.
Maloya, c'est génial cette musique.
Yes.
Et tu sens l'Afrique dedans.
Oui, my sister listens to it all the time.
Ouais.
She used to, and I love that one.
Et donc j'ai découvert le Maloya et ça m'a fait super plaisir quoi. C'était vraiment, ça ressemblait à la musique de chez nous. Enfin,
c'est chaleureux, joyeux.
Yeah.
I really love it too.
Et puis donc le Maloya, et puis juste être avec des personnes d'origine afrodescendante. Mais ce qui est intéressant là-bas, c'est qu'ils ont un héritage de Madagascar en fait. C'est là qu'ils ont pris la plupart des esclaves. Qui étaient à la Réunion, ils ont pris de Madagascar. Donc ils sont super proches. Même si je sais pas s'ils ont construit, il y a beaucoup qui n'ont pas vraiment construit ce lien, mais si tu veux être plus proche de ta culture ancestrale, tu vas à Madagascar. Alors que nous, on sait pas. It's up in the air, we don't know where we're from. So I feel like that aspect I got jealous of it.
Oh,
yeah.
That's good.
I got jealous.
Good for them.
Yeah, I was like, wow, like you're so close to where your ancestors came from.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah.
I wanted to know how you felt about that. So much Africa, because when I think about islands, I think about where you come from, because you know most of the time it was
imported,
right? Yeah. So I look at my island, I'm not really sure where I'm coming from. That's sad.
Yeah.
My mom say like, quel country you met?
Yeah.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Do you know yours? Quel country?
I'm waiting for my brother to give me his results. He did a DNA test. Shout out to Ronnie.
Shout out to Ronnie! Attends, elle a fait quoi? A DNA test?
Yeah.
You can do that?
Yes, you can. And
where?
You can find out.
And how much?
I think it's like $200.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Mais where you do it? And how
He did it with National Geographic, I think.
Oh, carrément.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm waiting for him to share the results. I'm waiting. So maybe I can find out a part of it.
How long have you been waiting? Because combien de temps ça?
I'm pretty sure he has the results already. He just hasn't shared it.
Ronnie, how was he example to you? And you're in the middle of being an example too. to your little sister.
That's true.
Yeah, that's not really about your islands right now. That's more about
it's okay.
Taking news from our friends. How you feel about when you being like an example to you, being able to grow, and you've been an example to Rachel?
I feel like I'm really grateful to have him as my big brother because not only did he set the path as an amazing leader, go-getter, going to get his dreams even though they were not easy, but he's also done an amazing job as to guide us, his 3 little sisters, to pursue our own dreams and get out of our comfort zone and do what we want to do. So like, you know, like some people succeed and like that's their success and that's it, but he made it a point to not only do his own thing also for his family, but also bring us into this dynamic of like, okay, like when you tell Remy that you want to do something, like sometimes it's better to shut up because he's gonna like he's gonna push you until you do it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like I'm really grateful to have him. And I call him, I had a couple of crises during the year where he was the only one that I could call for this particular crisis.
Yeah.
So I'm really grateful to have him there in the background. Like when he gave me a lot of space during that year though. I think he probably did that on purpose. But every time that I needed him, I could just call him and be like, hey, this is the crisis, can you help me?
Was it like mental one-to-ones or like a situation you need like answers from?
I think one of them was when I was in New Caledonia. I was having a lot of anxiety still from the trauma of Mayotte, and I had a hard time getting outside of the house. And I called him because I was panicking, like I was having a hard time breathing, and I wanted to cry. I was just like out of it, and then I called him, and he just listened. I love his listening skills. He like creates a really safe space and loving space for people to be heard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's awesome. Best big brother in the world.
et donc du coup, non, il a fait son job. Maintenant c'est à toi de faire ton job pour
Rachou. Rachou she's so cool. Rachou, elle est trop cool quoi.
Ouais. Do you feel pressure having to do that? Maybe not you, but.
Non, je suis pas de pression parce que je sens que c'est que je fais déjà la meilleure chose que je puisse faire, c'est être la meilleure version de moi-même pour pouvoir l'aider ensuite. Tu vois, donc là pour l'instant je suis très concentrée sur mes propres objectifs, qu'est-ce que je peux faire, qu'est-ce que je fais, qu'est-ce que je crée pour moi-même, etc. Et en même temps lui parler de temps en temps.
Mais elle prend exemple sur ça déjà.
Oui, c'est ça.
C'est
ça, donc je continue à lui montrer que voilà, quoi, j'ai une idée dans ma tête, j'ai tout le temps des idées qui sont vraiment décalées de ce que la routine ou ce que la norme nous encourage à faire. Par exemple, là, le fait que je me lance à fond dans l'entrepreneuriat au lieu d'aller à l'école ou trouver un job, tu vois, ça lui donne un exemple. Ok, des fois, tu as des options qui paraissent faciles, mais si c'est parce que ton cœur te dit de le faire, tu le fais pas, c'est tout. Elle s'inquiétait, je fais, mais Rachou, regarde. Mais pour un exemple, mon père, il a travaillé pendant très longtemps pour d'autres personnes. À 50 ans et quelques, il a ouvert sa propre entreprise. Donc si à 50 ans, papa peut changer de carrière, toi, tu vas pas
à 13 ans, tu vas pas
t'embêter pour... tu sais pas ce que tu veux faire.
Getting out of your comfort zone.
Ooh, that's my favorite.
Yay! Yay! Getting out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
That's another something you shout out a lot.
Yeah.
How was that?
Okay.
Oui, attends. Tu sais, je vais te poser une question. Du coup, tu vas aller dans ton jardin en Martinique?
Oh yeah.
Tu vas aller explorer?
Ouais.
C'est ça qui t'a fait voir que...
Non, depuis l'année dernière, j'ai commencé à aller dans le jardin.
Ok.
Parce que je me disais que c'est pas normal, quoi.
Ok.
J'allais cueillir les mangos.
Ouais.
I needed a motivation.
C'est easy ça.
Yeah.
Bon, alors, getting out of the comfort zone. How did that help you being you right now? Qu'est-ce que tu retiens de cette expérience? Shout it out.
I feel like you wouldn't know about getting out of your comfort zone because that started for me when I moved to LA.
Ouais.
Even though before that with basketball, back home, it was still like out of my comfort zone to go to this basketball school and all of that. But moving to LA, 14-year-old, no English, all girls school, fancy people.
Girls school.
Yeah. So all of that was already like big push. And I feel like ever since that day when I moved to LA, I have never stopped getting out of my comfort zone. So what happens for me is like I stretch myself, then I get to a point, okay, enjoy it a little bit, and I'm like, okay, what's next? Like I can't, because that's where the magic happens for me, when I start something new or something unfamiliar, or I find myself in an unfamiliar setting. That's where I grow. And this whole year was just like getting out of my comfort zone, because so that's why I kept saying to people when they asked me about my year, I kept saying like, I don't even know what to say to you, because like I'm not the same person I was last week. Just like every week constantly pushing myself and pushing myself and pushing myself, because that's where all the magic happens. When you're like the comfort zone, I feel like your comfort zone should be where you go when you need to recharge. Like for example, right now, like the week I'm spending with you, like I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna work too much. I'm just gonna enjoy my time, chill. And then I'm already thinking like, okay, like what am I doing next? Like what's next? What's next? Like because I feel like one of our mission on Earth is to constantly become the better version of ourselves. Like I want to die knowing that I am the best version I can be.
I heard that before, and that's good to think like that.
So that's like, that's why I'm saying like, I need to keep pushing, and not in a way that's like that where I exhaust myself, where I get exhausted and like I'm not trying to go into the panic zone. That's why I distinguish it, like the comfort zone, the stretching zone, and then the panic zone. Where the panic zone is where everything
you don't go there.
It's like where everything is going, and you're not helping anyone when you're in the panic zone. It's just like you're not helping yourself, you're not helping the people around you that need you. Like it's just, so that's why I keep stretching myself. Like I want to stay in that stretching zone. Yeah. Favorite island for nature? Reunion. Favorite island for deep human connections and spirituality? New Caledonia.
Oh, cool.
Favorite island for blue?
Morea. Sorry.
Yes. And yeah, Mayotte doesn't make it. So I'm still recovering from this event, so I can't pick a place for Mayotte.
So what's next?
What's next for me? What's next for me? Glowing? Is that what I'm saying? No. Glowing up. Keep glowing up. No, I'm gonna develop like Global Island Girl into a brand that's internationally known. So what I want to do with it is really work on some creative projects with some dope clients. When I was in Morea, I got to work with a 3-star hotel. That was really cool. New avenue for me, but that's where I'm going. Like really putting my creative services and my knowledge of islands and the island vibe, the island spirit to the service of others. And then live experiences with retreats and different trips.